Okay, from one bad topic to another bad topic. Trey Songz, Selena Powell. Selena Powell and her friend have made allegations that Trey Songz kidnapped them or kidnaps one of them, took the phone, placed them in a bathtub, and peed on them.
Gross.
And then Trey Songz was trending. And then they brought up the clip of Keke Palmer on The Breakfast Club a few years ago giving her testimony regarding Trey Songz. And then they brought up a clip of a young white woman surrounded by white men. I'm not familiar with who they were, but she gave her story about Trey Songz, seeing Trey Songz at a party and him being sexually aggressive with her. What do you gentlemen think about all of it?
We spoke about the line, right, between being sexually aggressive, where a woman could deem it to, like she feels like you're being too aggressive or not. We spoke about that a few episodes ago. And this is just a case of, what I think is a case of, men, once again, you have to make that line clear with women and make sure that they are okay and that they warrant that and they want that. They are accepting that type of energy and that type of aggressiveness. Because then you'll end up in a situation like this. Now, Trey Songz is somebody that we know has been with women. He's a quote-unquote sex figure. R&B
I don't vouch
dude.
For none of these niggas. I don't know none of these niggas.
No, it's not vouching. I'm just saying,
I don't know
that women...
I don't know how they move with women. I don't know nothing about it.
No. Ain't nobody saying that's not to me. You're not saying that to me. I'm just saying that he's a R&B dude that women like.
That don't mean nothing to me.
Okay, well...
That says nothing to me.
I'm not saying that to say that. I'm saying that he's a guy that's an R&B singer that women like. We know this. We've seen this. We've seen shows. We've seen women say things openly about Trey Songz.
Facts.
So what I'm saying is, as in that a guy in that position, you have to be very careful about the energy you put out towards women, because just because you're this guy that some women has thrown themselves at before doesn't mean that every woman wants that type of energy and that they feel that way about you. And sometimes that's what happens with a lot of these celebrities and public figures. They think because 300 other women are waiting at my hotel and they're trying to get in my room and they're in my DMs and women throw themselves at me all the time, that I can just be this sexual, aggressive guy to all women.
I understand what you're saying.
And that's not, you have to make it very clear.
You're making a point similar to the point that I was going to make. Again, let me qualify it saying, I don't vouch.
Yeah, this is not, I'm not vouching for Trey.
I don't know
what
none of these niggas. I don't know them.
At all.
Or know any of what happened in these situations.
Right.
I think some of them make really cool songs, and that's the extent of my knowledge of these people. Like Maul said, I do know that Trey Songz has been desirable to a lot of women for a long time.
Right. And sometimes that line gets blurred, and you start bringing that energy to women that don't look at you like that at all.
Well, what I gather from what you're saying is there is the same way they say there's a love language, there's a sexual language. There is a sexual energy. And mind you, I'm attempting to have a conversation void of Trey Songz being a rapist and abuser. I can't speak to that.
Right.
I don't know. Can somebody turn off whatever is playing right now, please? I can't speak to what he does during intimacy. I don't know any of that.
Right.
But what I can say is that some people's sexual is different from other people's sexual.
Absolutely.
Some people's style is, some people are, and this is going to sound nuts, sexually aggressive. The aggressive shouldn't throw you off because I'm only using sexual aggressive when it's consensual sex.
Right.
When two people, I have heard women speak about a man's aggressive sexual manner as a turn on. Yo, he threw me up against the wall. Yo, he threw me on the bed. Yo, he choked.
We just heard Drea speak about something like that in regard, and then it backfired on her.
Well, Drea said some sick shit because her view of love, her view of love seemed a little off. But in what we're talking about,
sexual choking more.
Yo, he choked me, pulled my hair, he spit in my mouth. These are things that, if you haven't had a conversation with your sexual partner to know where they stand on it,
you can't
these
jump out there
things
like
could
that.
be taken the wrong way, especially if you're doing it to a stranger. And that's the part where I say you might be a sick fuck.
Yeah.
too many attractive women in the world for a man to feel like we see one and say, oh, she wants me.
Yeah.
Let me throw her against the wall and shove my tongue down her throat or pull my dick out and start like, fam, no. What are you doing?
No,
Right.
Just
What
because
are you
other
doing?
women
What are
have
you doing?
appreciated that energy does not mean every woman appreciates that energy.
Correct.
Right.
At all.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that any
Shouldn't
woman
be the
that has
status
said
quo
that.
in your bag to talk to a woman.
I don't bring that up to say that any woman that has said what they've said about Trey Songz is mistaking his sexual aggression for something else. That's not what I'm saying.
This is general what we're saying.
Yeah, I'm attempting to advance the conversation
And even
to
women
a
that
broader
like
place.
that behavior may not like it from you.
I know.
Like
nah,
they may like that, but they don't want it from you.
No.
Now-
Furthermore, even if you've done that with a girl before, that doesn't mean she wants that right now.
Yeah.
Or she's feeling that way right now. Like that, and that's why you have to. We spoke about it before. It may make it awkward. It's an awkward conversation to have, but you have to be very clear with the woman you're approaching and letting them know. Have that awkward. Listen, I'm sexually attracted to you.
Right.
I want to have sex with you now. Like, are you feeling the same way? Are you feeling this vibe? No, if not, cool. But because then you end up with allegations and shit like this. And once this is on your name, I don't know Trey personally, but once it's on your name, even if you're found innocent, people will still always look at you in a certain light.
And I do want to say, I like a lot of the activist work that Trey has been doing lately. Like, I think it's been warranted and helpful. That is negated if these allegations prove to be true.
Right.
That's
well,
one.
I mean,
and-
Trey seems to be prepared to defend himself. We say all this to say Trey definitely replied with whether, I don't know if that means much at all with text messages showing a woman wanting you.
That doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean much at all, but
the
it does.
text messages should
doesn't-
said that he met up with Shorty.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
And that she may have some interest at that time in. So
That
of
didn't-
course
that
this does
does-
not
yeah.
this does not prove anything.
It said nothing.
Right.
He did a
only
really
point-
bad job in
I-
trying to prove his point.
I agree with you.
So let's not say that he proved his point. He didn't.
Whoa. When did one person here say that he proved his point?
I just wanna make ourselves clear.
I said he's ready. It appears that he's ready to defend himself against these allegations. That is all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's
These text messages didn't tell me much at all. He's just one of the few people that is ready right away to talk about it.
And I see a lot of
I want to
people-
add that to the story that we're telling.
And I see a lot of people confused as to how this Selena Powell girl continues to end up in these types of conversations with desirable celebrities when most of us know her past and history. And I'll be the guy to tell you, I think that guys like her.
I think it's a reasonable assumption.
I think that
I think
appears
guys
to
like
be
her.
extremely accurate.
If I'm going off of the women that I've seen you guys fornicate with, this little girl is cute, or could be, viewing from your eyes.
Or if they she continues to tell us that she's sleeping with them.
And she's
I-
not a
that-
little
No,
girl.
that's the second
that's a
part.
grown woman.
That appears that they like
that's
her.
the second part of
Or
this.
want to sleep with her,
The
at least.
second part is she might be cute to you on a sober Sunday, and then when you say something to her, the first thing she says is, "Hey, I'm coming to suck some dick." I can see how some of y'all fall susceptible to that, fall victim to that. It doesn't strike me as so strange. Selena Powell hit me in my DMs and was like, "Yo, I want to suck some dick." LOL, this is hilarious. Get out of here. If you don't get your young ass on, I've seen it you. Like, sex is not like, it's not like that to me. I'll get it from somewhere that I feel is safe.
Smart man.
Yeah, but I don't think all you niggas is built like that.
Yeah, not at all.
I don't. I think that she jumping y'all DMs, yo, what you doing? I know you got a wife, I know you got a girl, but I still want to suck some dick. I think y'all do it in a heartbeat. Yo, WYA, where you at?
WYA.
WYA, where you at? Come through. Late night. Yeah, man, you niggas is nasty. I don't vouch for none of you. I like your
Never that.
music.
Yeah, I don't vouch
I
for
like-
no man behind closed doors.
I like you guys' stuff.
But not that stuff.
But when y'all get into y'all mixy bag, your hang out with just random girls, invite the random girls to the kickback bag.
Your horny bag.
That's when you lose me. At 40. A few years ago, I would have totally understood. I did the same thing. But at 40, nah, we got to live a little differently. We worth a little
Nah,
more
but even-
today. We got to
yeah,
love
even-
we got to love ourselves
Nah,
a
but
little
Joe,
more
even
today.
when we was doing that, it was never no overly aggressive vibes. Like niggas.
Well,
check
we
that-
was never
we check
aggressive.
That shit quick.
But what
Yeah,
I'm
I don't-
saying
yeah.
is, we put ourselves in position a lot of times where we invited women we
Absolutely.
didn't know
Absolutely.
into our personal
Absolutely.
space.
Oh, sure.
It's something that people do all
which
the time.
opens the door
Right.
for some shit to happen. Trust
Absolutely.
me, I know.
Absolutely, I agree.
And we were blessed. We were lucky that we were such great hosts
right.
and great people
Yeah.
that we never ran into that.
Right. That's a fact.
But these dudes today, again, I like your songs. I don't eat Thanksgiving with you dudes. I don't know what your support group is like. I don't know if you know your parents. I don't know your network. I don't know your business. I don't know your goals, your agendas, your objective, your moral compass, your ethics, your integrity. I don't know none of it. So I'm not coming on my pod to speak about it. I'm not. If I'm to listen to women and believe women about all the things I hear about y'all, ilk. They confide in us. For real, they confide in us about the shit. I won't go as far as to say some of the things that have been confided, but you niggas that's running around, we've heard these stories for 15 years.
Yeah. I think we've all heard a lot of horror stories.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man.
Got to be careful.
Yeah.
Again, you putting yourself in situations that you can lose everything. Like, you just got to be careful. Have those awkward conversations. Ask a woman straight out. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm into. This is how I'm feeling right now. Is that cool?
Yeah,
are you
man.
on that
Talk.
vibe? No.
Communicate.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yo, I think I might have came in you. What you think about a plan B? Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real shit.
That would be the wrong time to have the talk after that, but talk.
What? Look what?
Look around. I'm talking to Erickson. Look at Rory.
Look at what?
With what? Think I've never had the Plan B conversation?
Look at Parks. Yes, I think you have. Yes, I think you have. Yes, I think you have.
I've talked about my plan.
And
B
that's why I'm saying, look.
adventures on here frequently.
Tell me about it. Let's talk about it. It's okay. This is a safe
never
space.
thought the Plan B conversation was a weird one to have, ever.
Never.
I'm always down to have that conversation.
Plan B is Plan A. I've said it on this podcast
yeah.
before.
I-
So
I
that
love
conversation
that
for y'all
conversation.
has
That has never been
conversation has never gotten awkward or weird?
Never.
No.
Oh, white privilege.
No, not for me either. Weird?
When has the Plan B one been awkward?
That's not an awkward conversation.
this?
I've had
Guy-
a lot of sexual
This is the
awkward
moment where we
conversations
need.
afterwards.
This is
but-
the moment where we need women on this podcast.
Why?
I said it.
Because y'all think women just want to swallow 50 Plan B pills?
No.
No.
But they
10,
One.
5, 3.
They'll take one, if they don't want to have a kid and they
All right,
feel
but
like you
and what
slipped up.
if they do?
What if they do what?
I've had the conversation.
Wanna have a
you should
kid.
stop taking these because I think it's fucking
Oh,
your
I mean,
insides.
then
out.
that's a conversation.
I'm fucking you. You don't want a kid. You think you came in me. I want a kid by you. You say, yo, take a Plan B. You came in me. I don't want to do that.
No. But I have that conversation before I have unprotected sex with a woman about where she stands with if she gets pregnant and stuff like that.
And
Oh,
and
absolutely.
I have that conversation.
all right, you
before
guys
that
are really
even
tough.
happens.
you saying absolute. So y'all assume the position to stay the same when circumstances change.
No,
You
I'm
can
not
have that
saying- no,
conversation while
I'm
she's not
saying- I'm
pregnant.
not saying.
Then you come in her,
Yeah.
and now she wants a baby. I've had
then that's-
I've had a few miscarriages. I don't
Then-
want to do this. I'm into you. I like you. I think we could do this thing.
Okay.
I've never been in that position.
Well, then if that's how she feels, then the baby is what we're having.
Okay.
I can't. There's nothing I can do about that. You know
I
what
got
I'm saying? But the conversation isn't awkward for me at all, though. Like I said, I have that conversation before I have unprotected sex with them. I know where she stands on getting pregnant, having kids, wanting kids.
There's some of y'all out there that understand that conversation has the potential to get very awkward.
Oh, I'm sure. I've
But
never
that's
been
why
in a
you had-
situation where
You
a girl
guys are
wanted a
fortunate.
kid.
But that's why you have conversations
You guys are lucky.
beforehand. Have a
Yeah.
conversation beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've had that conversation awkwardly when a woman thought she was pregnant, not the Plan B shit. I've definitely had that conversation with, hey, I missed my period.
How you told your girl that happened?
I was,
told
I had
her?
a life before.
Told her what? Yo, sit down. You gotta sit down.
No, yeah, I'm a
You
little.
gotta sit down. Don't
I'ma
ever
play-
tell me I gotta sit down. I'm good. I got a lot of energy. I don't have to sit down.
I don't want to ever hear Rory ask a man how you first knew you had a connection with somebody like that. I don't want to hear that again.
Wait, what?
Ask a
Who
man
we called? Who we called? Who's the first call we made?
today.
Yeah.
Hit Boy.
Oh, Hit Boy.
Yeah.
No, how they
Rory
connected?
said, yo, how you knew y'all had a connection? I don't want to hear that again.
I know. I said, how'd y'all connect?
I don't want to hear it again. No, you said connection.
That's not what I said. You know, we recorded this.
Yo,
Right?
how did your brain jump back to that? I
Because when
didn't
he
even know
said
what you
that,
was
I
talking
wanted
about
to
just
say,
now.
You went
Rory,
from Plan
don't
B to Hit Boy.
Yeah,
Rory,
like,
because when he said it, like, yeah, Rory, don't want to hear that no more.
You don't want to hear about him and
Yeah,
Nas?
I don't want to hear about
connect?
that. I don't want to hear about
I hate-
you and
this
Mr.
is-
Petty's friends.
By the way,
I
this
don't
is why I
really
hate
connect.
Joe so much. If you run through
Why you
any,
hate Joe?
because any pull up you do is the corniest question. Oh my God, tell me about your
Plan B?
Yeah, tell me about your sign and all that. And I ask how Hit Boy and Nas
Tell me
decided to do
about
an
your
album
sign.
together.
Tell me
Yo,
about
but
your
that's not what you
sign.
said.
Hit Boy, how did you meet Nas and do a whole album is a crazy question to Joe, but you sitting Indian style in a cardigan going, oh my God, tell me what being born in April was like. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yes, Rory, you have finally explained the difference between you and I. I am a god. So anything that I say is intense and compelling.
We were on the phone with someone for 3 minutes.
And if you were to just
and
say,
the album just dropped.
And
I
if-
didn't want to ask him about his birthday. I want to ask him about how he did an album with Nas that came out today and how that happened.
I know.
So no, you can try to get on your little bullshit.
No.
It's not going to work this time.
I want you to say it cool is all. I want you to not say it whitey and Irish. I don't want you to say
Whitey and
I don't want
Irish.
you to say, hey, when did you first learn that you guys had a connection together?
That's not what I
it.
said though.
That's it.
not what I
That's
said.
it. That's all I'm saying. Come on, let's
every
move it
last
on.
person in this room says that's not what I said.
I don't know. That's what I heard.
How did you find a connection?
How did you
with
know you had a
Nasir?
connection with Mr. Jones? And do you know Mr. Petty?
They're both from Queens. Both from Queens. Same era too.
Listen, enough.
No, and I thought that was a good abortion talk that you stepped on because you wanted to talk about something that didn't happen.
Well, what did you think?
Weirdo.
What did you think was the good talk when none of you have ever experienced the awkward? Hey, should you take a Plan B pill?
No, he was progressive.
If none of you
He was
have experienced
progressive.
Why I
that, then
can't do
where's this going?
podcast.
He was
Do you
progressive.
listen to anything?
Now listen now.
Phil, I said fuck the Plan B shit. I've had the awkward abortion conversation. I think that's a little more aggressive than will you take this pill that may or may not work.
No, I disagree. I disagree with that.
Keeping a baby or
Abortion's the
taking
next-
a pill?
The next step
What
up.
the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
I disagree with that.
When she's already come to her decision.
Yeah.
That's
What are you
way more
talking
awkward.
about?
When God has already come to his
Yeah, yeah,
decision.
yeah.
The percentages would
It was
say
successful.
that when that talk comes up, most men take the position that Rory is saying, hey, what's up with the abortion? Which means this is an awkward talk. That's known. That's known. A lot of us have had that. When you're trying to beat that talk
Oh, okay.
and you say, hey, might have slipped up in you, you should take some shit. And that is the birth of this talk.
Okay, the might have
That's what I'm
and
saying.
the not
That
might have.
gets
I think I'm
tricky.
gonna go with the not might have.
Oh,
think
yeah, well, yeah, I understand what Roy's saying. If she's
No, I understand what you're saying too. You
Yeah,
gotta
like
fuck gullible
period is
bitches.
late, yeah, like-
gotta fuck gullible bitches. Right? That's not what you mean?
I don't know if that's the answer.
That's not what he's saying?
Okay, no, I don't think that's what he was saying.
Listen, I'll tap out.
No, it's okay.
Coach,
I don't think that's what he was
coach,
saying, but okay.
ankle injury.
Yeah.
Get me out of here.
Yeah.